Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one, it is time to talk about some update news. And oh man, do we have a lot to talk about. I'm talking about things like changes to wraps and how there's going to be new style outfits coming out in the near future supposedly. A brand new item, the new flintlock pistol or whatever it's called, that we definitely need to talk about. And we're gonna like dissect the new picture we got, the details about it and things like that. Give you all of the info about that, plus a bunch of other things as well sprinkled in between. So it's gonna be a very fun video, and as always guys, if you find this video helpful or enjoy it or just want to help support me, you can do so by using my support a creator code TheLlamaSir, and huge thanks to all of you who have been doing so. I seriously appreciate it a ton. But yeah guys, on top of that, be sure to hit that like button down below if you are excited for more update news. Let's see if we can get 5,000 likes on this video. I think we can. And since recently some like St. Patrick's Day themed skins came into the item shop, which one do you like more, Sergeant Green Clover or Lucky Rider? But yeah guys, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into the update news we have, because we do have a bunch to talk about again. So first of all, I want to talk about the Detonation mode, because recently we got a lot of news about this and it's a little bit confusing because we still don't know exactly certain things about it, but still I wanted to go over all of the details about it because it definitely does seem pretty interesting. So basically, what am I talking about with a new mode called Detonation? Well, it is supposedly called Detonation. As you can see right here, it was actually revealed to us during that event with Ninja and the group Icon, but you can see that they made a trailer for it and everything. And basically what it is a new game mode on a creative map. So going over the specifics of it, there are two teams. There are the defenders and the attackers. Now obviously they both have different objectives and stuff like that, but basically the attackers have to destroy two different, I'm forgetting what they would be called. They're basically the objectives and you have to destroy them. And again, there's two of them. There's one that's closer and then another one that's far away. And then of course the defender's job is to defend those for 10 minutes total, according to the trailer and stuff like that. Now what's very interesting about this is that if you go into creative mode, this map actually shows up as one of the featured islands and you can play the Detonation mode over there. Well, at least you can when I'm recording this video. So as you can see, I went in there just to test it out, and if you start the game, you start the Detonation mode. Now I don't know if this is the exact same as the one they played at the event, but yeah, like the things have 5,000 health and if you destroy both of them, you win. Also, I don't believe you can build or mine materials. Either way though, this brings up the question then, is this just a creative mode map and game mode, or is it going to be an LTM? And that by itself is kind of hard to say. And honestly, I'm not even sure myself. Obviously, it's already in here in creative, so does that mean it's only going to be in creative, or is it going to come to an LTM? But we'll have to wait and see if this does in fact become an LTM. But as of right now, those are the details on it, so there you go. Now after that guys, let's move on and talk about some potential new skin outfit styles, and also after that some stuff about like wraps and things. But as of right now, we don't know the exact outfits or things that new styles might be coming to. We simply know that it's being looked into and stuff like that. Now this info comes from the news page about the outfit art update, and that's one that mainly talks about like the things with Renegade Raider getting different styles, Scarlet Defender, stuff like that. And we went over it a little bit in one of my previous videos, but something we did not talk about and that I kind of missed, but I went back and looked over it again. There's this one paragraph that is just 2 sentences that points out a ton of interesting stuff that could be coming soon. And the first part about that, the first sentence says simply, further into the future we'll be working on more outfit styles and other broad stroke improvements to the art of Fortnite. Now that by itself, more outfit styles, obviously means that they're going to be working on more outfit styles. Now it's hard to say if that's going to be for, you know, new skins or if they're going to be adding it to older skins. Obviously the older skins that could be getting styles like this could be any style with like a helmet or something like that, or maybe a face mask. And I especially want to focus on like the face mask stuff, because again, that could give us an idea of what skins could potentially get styles in the future. And that goes hand in hand with this other thing they said higher up in the article, which says, as we continue to develop the art of Fortnite, we've added new technology for creating cosmetics which enable us to add variety and customization to existing outfits as well. And I'm thinking that refers to maybe how it's easier to switch up maybe the heads and things like that, like we've seen with the previous new styles that we've gotten. So yeah, hopefully we see more of those soon. But after that then, let's talk about like new wraps and things like that, because as I said, there were 2 sentences to that important paragraph, and the second of which, well, I'll just read it for you right here. It says, you can expect to see more improvements to lighting and the day-night cycle, improvements to wraps visuals, and much more. Now obviously there's a bunch of interesting things to talk about with that. First of all, you have the lighting and the day-night cycle. That'll be interesting to take a look at, especially since they've changed the day-night cycle like a bunch over over, you know, the course of Fortnite. But the more important thing I want to focus on is the improvements to wraps visuals. Now, what exactly does this mean? Now, I have two ideas of things that it could mean. The first of which is for wraps that are, you know, fairly reflective. Currently, they're not like super reflective in game in my personal opinion, so maybe they could be updating those to make them even more reflective. But the other thing that I think this could mean is animated wraps. We've talked about that in a previous video, and if you want more details on that, it is on the channel. But going over like the simple overview of it, we do have a tab in the wraps section of our lockers that is for animated wraps, but we don't have an animated wrap in the game quite yet. So I think this may be referencing that. Again, we can't say for sure, but considering that they said specifically improvements to wraps visuals and not like other items, it's got to be something like that, I would assume. So yeah, pretty interesting overall. But without further ado here, let's talk about the brand new weapon, which is being called like the Flintlock pistol as of right now. We'll know the official name for it coming up soon. But yeah, let's just go with Flintlock pistol because that's pretty much exactly what it looks like. So again, we're going to be diving into the details about this, dissecting every little thing about it, how it will likely work, as we usually do when we get announcements for this stuff. We like to go into the nitty-gritty details that many people miss, and also come up with theories about how it'll likely work. Because like, speaking of which, when we got the announcement about the baller vehicle, we had predicted a bunch of the stuff of how that would work. So let's go ahead and jump into it with this brand new weapon. And first of all, let's just take a look at the picture. There's also a little bit of a description, so we'll go over that as well. And there's also something else interesting too. But yeah, just taking a look at it, it's very, very interesting. And there is something that sticks out to me for sure about this. And honestly, I think this will be the biggest thing about how this item will work. But the fact that it only looks like it could carry one bullet at a time in its magazine. And there's various things pointing towards this, and this is just a theory as of right now, but I mean, again, there seems to be a lot of things pointing towards this. The first of which is that there's nowhere for a clip to go. It's not like the old revolver where, you know, obviously you had the revolver thing. If you take a look at where the revolver thing would be, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's simply flat across there. On top of that, also, if it's based off of like an old time pirate type flintlock pistol, a lot of the times these were single shot, so it would make sense that, you know, since it's obviously pirate themed and stuff like that, that it would work similar. So with that then being said, what would be the use of a pistol with only one shot? Now the thing about that, this sort of reminds me of the heavy sniper. I think this could possibly be a way to destroy walls and structures, because again, if it only has one shot, it's got to have some special use like that, right, to make it worthwhile of the one shot, or else it would be a pretty boring weapon. Now with that being said, if you take a look at the picture again, it does appear to be uncommon rarity. So at least for the version that it's showing here, since the background color is green, and in the past they show the color with like one of the main rarities of the weapon or item itself. So yeah, if it's uncommon, would it have the power to destroy walls? I mean, I think it's like, it's 50-50, because obviously we had the hand cannon, but that got nerfed to make it less useful against walls. So would they do that? I don't know. Maybe it's only useful against the like wooden walls. It's hard to say, but when you also couple that with the description of it, which says a trusty sidearm, be careful, it's got a kick to it. That part about it saying it has a kick to it means it's probably going to be fairly powerful for that supposed one shot that it might have. And again, that could mean it could destroy walls or stuff like that pretty easily, or on top of that, it could mean that it simply does like a lot of damage, and in comparison, it would probably have to do more damage than the hand cannon, since the hand cannon has multiple rounds in a magazine, but this one again seems to only have one as it appears right now. So yeah guys, those are the details I wanted to cover about this weapon. Oh, and there's also one thing I forgot. This is the same one apparently that seems to be in the loading screen that Blackheart is holding. I thought that was kind of interesting. So there you guys go, just a little extra detail, which also connects it to the thing that, you know, it's probably pirate themed. But let's keep it going here and move on to the next thing I want to talk about, and that is actually that the Laguna skin pack is supposedly in the store for some people. I just wanted to keep you guys updated. It's not in the item shop, it's in the actual store, since it's like one of those bundle type packs. But yeah, from what I've been able to see, it's available for certain countries right now, so it'll probably be rolling out to other countries as well soon. And depending on when you're watching this video, it might already be in the store. So if you were looking forward to that skin bundle, just a heads up. And again, here are the skins that are in it, simply so you guys know the details on it. Obviously, it comes with the Laguna skin, and then with that, it comes with a back bling that's called the Pineapple Strummer, and on top of that, it also comes with a pineapple wrap, and of course some V-Bucks as well, since it is like a starter pack bundle, whatever you want to call it. So yeah guys, there's just a little heads up on that pack being in the store in case you were waiting for it. But yeah, either way, let's keep it going here with the last thing I want to talk about in this video. And this one actually sort sort of has to go hand in hand a tiny bit with the flintlock pistol. We were talking about how it may be similar to like the heavy sniper with like its one shot. Maybe it has a way of destroying walls. But speaking of the heavy sniper, there's been a lot of talk going around that, you know, should it get a nerf? Is 150 damage too much? Things like that, stuff like that. But we actually got a reply from Epic, and it looks like they're not planning any nerf anytime soon, so it's probably going to stay the way it is, which I think is fair. I mean, it is an item that requires skill to use and keeps players honest, you know, from peaking a ton, so it makes sense. But basically what they said about it, and this comes from Epic Eric SW again on Reddit, but basically what he says is, although balance is always subject to change, we don't currently have any plans to make changes to the heavy sniper rifle. So yeah guys, pretty straightforward. As of right now, it's not going to get a nerf or a buff apparently, since they say they don't have any plans to make changes to it at all anytime soon, and it also means that it's probably not going to get vaulted anytime soon as well. Again, we can't say for sure, but considering that they said they don't have any plans to make changes to it, I mean, some of that stuff would make sense, but again, that could change. But as of right now, I think it's a safe bet to say that, you know, it's going to stay the way it is for a little while. But yeah guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more fun Fortnite videos coming out in the near future. On top of that, be sure to check out some of my previous videos, such as on the left, a clue that's pointing towards maybe a certain monster attacking the map, and then on the right, another fun video I'm sure you guys will enjoy. And then on the right, my week 3 challenges guide. But other than that guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.